Holy crap. We've got ourselves a new AAA RTS coming up. And that RTS is created by Frost Giant Studios. For the people that have been living under a rock, Frost Giant Studios was formed in 2020 by Blizzard veterans Tim Campbell and Tim Morton, wanting to create a new AAA RTS. With over $34 million in funding, they have now dropped the cinematic trailer as well as a media kit, so let's just go over everything we know so far about Frost Giant Studios' first ever game. The general setting. The game is called Stormgate and will be a free-to-play real-time strategy game. It is set in a post-apocalyptic sci-fi setting and will contain a story-driven campaign, competitive multiplayer, as well as a powerful in-game editor allowing the community to add to the game experience. So, what do we really know about the setting of Stormgate so far? The trailer shows a fight between a demonic alien and what is referred to as a human peacekeeper. Humans and Infernals, these demonic alien-looking things, appear to be the first two playable races, but Frost Giant hints to there being more playable races in the future. The story of Stormgate begins hundreds of years in Earth's future, following the near extinction of humanity. This great calamity was caused by the Infernals, claiming this planet for their own. These otherworldly demons emerged from Stormgate, which happens to be the name of the game. Portals that began pouring out demons during powerful solar storms. There are some hints to where the story will take us, as humanity needs to defend itself against the return of the demonic Infernals once again, with the help of their 20-foot tall mechs, which, by the way, look pretty freaking cool in the trailer. But we also already got some very early pre-alpha in-game screenshots of them, which not only reveals what these humans in their mechs kind of look like, but also gives us a glimpse in the art style that Stormgate is using. That is all we really have on the story for now, but I'm sure we will learn more in the near future about it. Single player and co-op. As mentioned, Stormgate features a story-driven campaign which is playable solo, but if you're fortunate enough to have any friends, you can also play it with a friend. Now, I will be playing it solo, but no matter whether you are a lone wolf or a team player, there will be plenty of content to enjoy, as Frost Giant wants to regularly progress the story by releasing new chapters. The way that this reads to me is that the chapters will be released in more regular installments, rather than StarCraft 2, where you had these expansion packs, Legacy of the Void and Heart of the Swarm, which progressed the story as well as the campaign. This also makes sense given their free-to-play business model. Additionally, a cooperative 3VE, also known as 3 versus AI, mode has been announced. In this mode, you will be able to customize your army and have meta progressions in between the missions. This is similar to the StarCraft 2 campaign, where you could customize your army with different strains of units. However, in StarCraft, this was never implemented in the co-op mode, so we are looking forward to a fresh take on cooperative play. Multiplayer and esports. Frost Giant's press release confirms two competitive modes, a classic 1 versus 1 experience on the ladder, as well as a team-based 3v3 mode with unique win conditions. I am not entirely certain if the win conditions are just exclusive for the 3-on-3, because the way it is written down, I'm just not entirely sure, but to me it feels like that the 1v1 game and the 3-on-3 game will be different from one another in some way, by having different win conditions. What that exactly means, we need to wait to figure out. What I personally am hyped for as well is that they make a big deal about their integrated in-client esports section. Now, they don't elaborate too much further on this point, but we can hypothesize, and I kind of came up with two options that I find somewhat realistic. One, it means that tournaments can be very easily hosted from within the client without having to use third-party software or some type of website like Challenge to create your bracket, making it easier to start some type of competition, whether that's local or professional. The second option could be similar to the Dota approach, in which you can spectate any match in the client, including ladder, as well as the highest level of professional tournament matches. It is of course also possible that it might be both, which is what I'm hoping for. You know, you give me a finger, I take your hand, then your arm, and then I eat your entire body. It is what it is. User-generated content. The final part of the Holy Trinity after single player and multiplayer is of course user-generated content. I am expecting an in-game editor capable of even more than the already powerful predecessor in StarCraft 2. We sadly do not have too much extra info on what it entails, just that the in-game editor empowers user-generated content creators with the same tools Frostgiant is using, in a creator-friendly ecosystem where creativity and effort will be rewarded. I hope we will get a little more info on that soon. One more fun fact is that the game is built in Unreal Engine 5 and will be visually appealing in 4K with high resolution models. I don't know what that means, but I bet you nerds do. Beta testing starts in 2023 and you can sign up for that on playstormgate.com. The game is going to be PC playable through Steam and you can wishlist it already. Link is in the pinned comment and the description. If you want to watch the cinematic trailer for yourself, that link will also be in the comments. We will have more in-depth updates in the near future, so be sure to like, subscribe, and then we can storm the gate together. This was Harstem. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.